Oh boy, is it time to shave. Can you see the white whiskers on my face? I haven't shaved since Friday morning, and it's Monday mid-morning right now, and it's time to shave. I took a shower, I did my hair, now I gotta do this. And what am I gonna shave with today? Well, I think it was last week, I did the Nuavìa blue. Well, today I'm doing the Nuavìa black, the Nero, the Nero. Not sure how to pronounce it. Not sure of anything these days, but hey, we're going to go with that. The Nero Black from Nuavìa at Panna Crema. Thank you to the fine folks that sent me. Here's the box that came in. Fancy box, too. And I think I opened it up, but I don't believe I ever shaved with it. I stuck my finger in it. Smells good. Now, I didn't look at the smelling notes or the fragrance notes and all that stuff, because I just want to tell you what it smells like just to me when I'm sitting here shaving with it. So we'll just talk about that as it goes. Now, it does have this little picture on the side to give you an idea that it's going to be, whipped cream and walnuts, I guess. So let's open this sucker up, if I can get it out of the box. This is the aftershave. I'll leave this for later. And what am I going to shave with? Well, first I'm going to lather up with my original signature series brush. Oh my gosh. Yes, I know. I've got 3 of them now. 3. Do I need any more? Probably not. Okay, I'm going to shave with this razor here, I think it's a 58 executive gold-plated Fatboy, because I was reading the comments and there were a couple of viewers that were like, hey, I might bid on one, and so I'm just going to kind of rub it in a little bit. I'm going to rub it in that I got one. No, I'm not rubbing it in. I'm going to shave with it. That's what I'm going to do. This thing is in beautiful shape. I lucked out totally when I got it. Got it at an antique store years ago now. Got a feather blade in it. And we're going to set it on 7. Just because that's what I always do with my fat boys. Come on, fat boys. Let's go to 7. All right. Ready? Let's do it. All right. Put some hot water on my face. Ooh, man. It's days like this when I'm really, really ready to shave. I get these comments like, you're not really shaving. You don't have a blade in your... Everything's a conspiracy theory these days, even YouTube wet shavers. But yes, I promise you I am shaving. I shave every day. I don't grow a full beard day to day. So what's left on my face from day to day is small, but it's there. And if I came up and gave you a big hug, you'd get road rash on the side of your cheek. All right, let's lather up in this beautiful Nuavìa black. It smells like, it's a subtle fragrance, so that's good. You don't want to overpower it. You don't want Axe body spray type stuff. That's too much. You can tell a good quality thing if it's just subtle, just giving you the hint, Of course, I could be wrong about that, but that's just what I'm saying right now. All right, let's see what happens if I use this much. I always like to wash it out, leave it open to dry, and then I'll put the top on later. But yeah, it smells clean. It smells pleasant. I like the smell of it. It smells... What does it smell like? It's just a very pleasant smell. Dang it, I wish I could come up with something better. Maybe during the video I'll come up with something as I'm going. But I like it. It smells soapy. And it smells fresh. And I got a lot of whiskers. I need some more water. There we go. I like a little bit soupier. A little more soupial. All right, there we go. My youngest son was pretending to shave this weekend. And it's funny, because he always grabs Grandpa Grungy to pretend shave with. Funny that he's drawn to that one as well. With all the ones I have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 razors laid out here underneath the camera right now. But he always chooses Grandpa Grungy. And I told him, that's a very important razor right there. That's the one that started it all. And he's like, I don't want to use it. Use something else. Fickleness of youth. Here we go. We got the razor going. Got the Nuavìa black on. Got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 3.5 days growth approximately. We'll go with approximately. And if I was trying to shave, especially my cheeks, after a 3.5 days growth with a cartridge razor, I would be in agony right now because it would be yanking and pulling. But if you haven't used a safety razor and you're wondering, you're kind of curious about it, It slices through whiskers with the greatest of ease. These razors, man. I would love someone, and they probably have, it's probably Razor Emporium. If anyone will do it, they will. I want someone to look into the original idea. Probably came from Gillette to ditch the safety razor and go with cartridge razors. Like, who was the brainchild behind that stuff in the late 60s? I think that's about when it started. Like, really becoming commercially viable and available. Late 60s, early 70s. I want to know who's responsible for years of shaving misery and pocketbook emptying because those dang cartridges cost so much. That always annoyed me. $27 for 4 cartridges is like, gosh. And as I've said many times, when you pay that much money for something like that, you try to make it last as long as you can. I'm not one of these guys that buys a new car every 2 years. I'm hanging on to that thing. I'm squeezing every last mile out of it. I do the same thing with my cartridges. To my detriment. To my, displeasure, I guess, in the end. But you don't know it. At least I didn't know it. And somehow, probably through YouTube, some algorithmic blessing from YouTube, I probably saw one of, Fatboy's videos, Romantic 59. And since I am so much into history and things historic and old school ways of, building stuff and things and have appreciation for that kind of stuff, I was like, well, gosh, that sounds like that would be fun and interesting if I buy an old vintage razor and use it. And look at me now. Look at us now. Look where we are now, folks. Here we are. We're all gathered around the shaving tub. The shaving tub? Yeah, I guess it's kind of a shaving tub. My Emerson's basin filled with water. I'm going to clean that out. It's kind of gross. It's got all the soap and hair and bristles. And here we are. Talking into my iPhone. Talking to myself alone in the house. All right, let's feel. Ooh, that's nice. Not a stitch of irritation. Not one yank, not one pull. If you haven't tried, if you're on the fence, if you're nervous even about using a safety razor, don't be nervous. Go get one that you can afford. Even if it's at the dollar store one, you got to start somewhere. We can't all afford to, throw away $35 on a Merkur 34C or $100 on a Rockwell and on up from there, or vintage ones. Find one that you can afford. And I recommend going to antique stores. If you got any antique malls in your area, go look there. I mean, the razors can be few and far between. I was looking at one at an antique store that I've been to for decades now. And it was beyond repair. It was like the thing wouldn't close. I mean, maybe it's not beyond repair, but don't buy that kind. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Anyway, good luck to you. Good luck. All right, second pass. Cross the grain as usual. Oh, I have a shout out. I haven't had a shout out in so long. You guys stopped wanting shout outs. I guess I shouted out everybody that wanted a shout out. So this shout out goes out to Mark, or as I know you, Big Chungus. So shout out to you, Mark. Thanks for being there, buddy. My kids are very excited that Big Chungus comments on my videos. Do you guys know who Big Chungus is? Oh my gosh. Google it. That's all I'll say. Google it. Man, I tell you, this razor, I mean, talk about lucking out. I said that at the beginning, but I lucked out big time finding this thing in an antique store, which is now out of business. Was it ever really there at all? Was it a magical antique store that only opened? It was there, it just closed down. But I think I paid like $30 for this thing. Gosh, don't know how. That never happened to me again. I've never seen one since, and I probably won't. But if I do, and it's that same price point, yours truly is going to have 2. But I'm not really looking real hard. I do, from time to time, just check out the antique stores and kind of dig around. You'll find lots of old shaving brushes that need to be re-haired or re-knotted or whatever the term is. Need to be redone. revamped. Anyway. Fall is upon us. Just about. We got a little hint of it last week. It was burning hot and sweaty on Monday and Tuesday, and then we got a little cool front came through, and I've been reveling in it ever since. It's my favorite time of year. October, November. Love it. How's the weather up there in Montpelier, Vermont? How you guys doing up there? I'll be headed up there sometime in my life before too long. Check it out. Just Vermont. But for some reason, I just like saying Montpelier. It's good. Good name. It's probably a Native American name. I'm not sure. It could be French, actually. Montpellier. It's probably French. Probably some French fur trapper or something back there. Let me know, won't you, in the comments? Thank you. Are there any walking tours? I'll check that out. All right, third pass. Oh, I've also been, now I'm not sponsored by Duke Cannon, but Girl Alex sent me 3 bars of soap. This is one of their giant bars of soap. You see how big it is compared? It's huge. And this, I'm not using the leaf and leather right now. I'm using the one that's, I've never been more clean or smelled more like a campfire than I do right now. Because the scent on that one is like, it's like smoky leather campfire something or other. But man, those bars are huge. Do not drop them on your toe. Be careful. They don't fit in every, crack and crevice necessarily, but you can still get clean. You might be better off to cut it in half. But thank you, Girl Alex. I just want to let you know I am using the soap that you sent, so I appreciate it. Up there in Chicago. And to everybody else watching all over the world, I appreciate you. And I just want you to know that. Because the weather is turning cool, that means that I will be out on the porch pretty soon with a glass of scotch or maybe a mixed drink. I've been drinking, I've had like 3 of them now over the past 2 weeks. The Blood and Sand cocktail. So check that out. The ingredients sound like it wouldn't be good, but it's really good. It's got scotch, cherry herring, sweet vermouth, and orange juice. I know, it sounds gross, but it's a venerable old cocktail, been around since the 20s. Named after the Rudolph Valentino movie. Did I talk about this last time? Feels like I did. I'll stop talking about it. Anyway, yes, live stream. I don't know when. I don't know exactly when. But I'll let you know at least the day of that we'll have a little hangout. And normally I have to do it after the kids go to bed. So I could start those at like 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I have no idea what that is, internationally, but luckily we all have these little things in our pockets that we carry around with us that are, give us access to all knowledge. All right, there's 3 passes. Now we got to do the cleanup pass. So it's really like 3 1/4 passes, I guess. Let's see. Always here. I don't know why, no matter what I do. This is great. This is good. Oh, I need a little nostril work. Nothing bugs me more than little prickly hairs right underneath my nostril. Why? I don't know. It just bugs me. You know how it is. There's just certain things. It's your little pet peeve. What's your pet peeve? Do you guys have pet peeves? Everybody does, right? Mine are too many to mention. Far too many to mention. Most of mine have to do with misuse of language or overuse of certain words. Like, have you noticed that every single thing these days is described as being amazing? Everything's amazing. That's all I'll say. All right, cold water. Ooh, oh, this feels so amazing. So smooth. Feels so good. I love shaving with this kind of stuff. I hope you do too. I hope you're out there shaving along. Or just listening, or watching. You don't even have to see. You know what I look like. You know what I'm going to do. If you just want a friend and if you're lonely in the middle of the night, you can just, turn on an old video and listen to me ramble if you want to. Free of charge. I won't charge you. All right, let's get the Nuavìa from Panna Crema out of Italy. the Nero. That's supposed to be an A. As a graphic designer, I wouldn't choose that font. It looks kind of like a little bird head looking down. There's his beak. But, you know, yeah, it's not for me to say. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I'm not going to use very much. Let's see if this does smell a little bit different. I do think, like, you know how it shows the little, I'm not even sure exactly what sort of nut that is, but I think I'm smelling a little bit of an earthiness, a little sweetness. It's one of those indescribable scents. It smells like an aftershave. It smells like a shaving lotion. Go onto their website and read all the tasting notes, if you will. But because I can't put it into words, because this one's a subtle one. This one's not like, oh, it smells like this and patchouli and whatever. Not like leaf and leather, I'm sure. Let me see what this smells like. What kind of a leaf? Tobacco? Ooh, whoo! Yeah, it smells like somebody's got a bunch of cigars in their saddlebag. All right, everybody. Cigars in the saddlebag. That's my new movie coming out November 22nd. I hope you buy your tickets online right now. All right. That's it. I'm looking around. Got the shout out to Big Chungus Mark. And if you want a shout out, leave it in the comments. I write them down. I don't want to have a giant shout out section because that gets boring for you guys. Hopefully, I don't want to be boring. Okay. Speaking of that, I'm getting out of here. Have a good day. Have a good week. See y'all very soon. Bye.